What's up, all my fine girls? No pimple. Is Whit here again with another video. So as you guys can see, I'm back in the same outfit. Okay, listen, we're doing back-to-back filming. Okay, if y'all want back-to-back content, y'all gonna see me in the same outfit because I like to record as many videos as I can in a day and then, you know, just split them up and edit it. But anyways, so today's video, I'm going to be ranking my neutral palettes. So I love the ranking series. I love watching other people rank their palettes, and I personally enjoy doing them myself. So I've done my blues, my greens, my pinks and purple, my rainbow. I've done a couple. I have a playlist, so check it out if you want to. But today we're going to be doing my neutral palettes, okay? And of course I have to do the matching. At this point, I think it's so much fun. Like if I pick a color, I kind of stick with the whole theme and I match it. So yeah, I kind of went a little bit neutral today. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I want you to comment down below what you think my #1 neutral palette is going to be, okay? And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as I always say, somebody has to be last, and coming in at the dead last spot is going to be the Juvia's Place Their Nudes eyeshadow palette. I feel like this palette is, as you guys can see, pretty much unusable. Well, no, it's not unusable, but it's something that it needs to be paired with another palette for the way that I enjoy doing my makeup. This is just way too light. Like these are like, I would use these as, pretty much all of these are lid shades. Like they're all lid shades or brow bone shades. Like I would use these as lid shades. Same thing with the shimmers. This one possibly could be my crease, but it's like a transition color. So that's why this one's coming at last. It's just not really like usable all the time for me. I would have to pair this with something else. Y'all, I'm getting so excited because I'm about to eat once I finish filming this video, and I just discovered that Walmart has these really bomb ranch wings that they sell in like their is it like their deli department? I don't even know. I tried them out yesterday, and like I've been thinking about them wings since yesterday. So once I finish filming the video, I'm gonna go get them. Anyways, coming in next is gonna be the Morphe 35R palette. This palette honestly is ranked extremely low because of just how old it is. Like I've had this palette for years. At this point, I feel like probably since what, 2015? Yeah, it has to be like 2015. Actually, no, 2016. 2016, I remember I filmed a video with this, and that video did surprisingly well back then. So yes, that is why this is ranked pretty low. It's just, it's older. I probably wouldn't grab this to use in this day and age. And it's so large with a lot of repetitive shades. And I can't believe we used to buy stuff like this. Like, I don't mind buying me a nice big palette every now and then, but I find that I don't really buy big palettes. I think like the last huge palette I bought was the Carnival 3 palette. Pretty much all my palettes are like 25 shades and less, max 30, but usually 25 shades and less. So this is just really huge for me. And then it's just, you know, but for the time that this was really popular, it made sense. We're all, I feel like a lot of us were really kind of like new to makeup, so just having something as large as this, all these colors, like it's just like, oh yes, it's perfect. But I mean, you don't need this. Like, I don't use this. But anyways, that's why it's ranked low. I wouldn't really want to grab it in today's day, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so coming in next is the DD Signature, her coconut palette. I love her quads, and I feel like in all my ranking videos, her quads get put so low, but it's because it's a quad, okay? That's the only reason why. If this was like more shades, best believe it'll be higher up. I enjoy her formula a lot. And this is a really pretty palette. And the reason why this is ranked higher than those other ones is, although it is a quad, it is pretty usable, unlike the other two. Like, I mean, I'm able to get, you know, a decent look out of this. I love that they have this darker brown in there. And then this right here is like a duochrome shade. Like if I lift it up, you see it's leaning gold. It's like a pink, it's like a peach gold, I don't know. It's something, but I love this palette. It's so cute and it's travel friendly. And I mean, this is something that I feel like I would travel with, just because like when I travel, I am someone that doesn't really like to do a lot with their makeup. Like I like to keep it very simple. I don't want to spend my time doing makeup. I want to spend my time enjoying the vacation. So this is perfect. Like I'm okay with just doing the same look over and over, and I can get like a really nice smoky eye with this. I get like an everyday eye with this. So this is definitely a beautiful quad, and I highly recommend this if you want something like small and neutral. Check this out. Okay, so the next one is the Makeup Revolution, their 24K gold palette. And this is what this one looks like. This is actually a really pretty palette, as you guys can see. It does come with 2 pressed glitters in here. And I mean, overall it's nice. Like, it's just a nice everyday neutral palette for the most part. I like that you get like some, you know, deeper shades in here. I like that they even threw in like some random like a deeper purpley shade. You can get some nice smoky eyes out of this and some nice everyday looks, and you get the glitter. Also, I like the fact that it does come with like a primer. This is actually a cream product here that is used to prime the eyes, so you have that. So it's pretty, you don't really have to stray away. Like, you can kind of cut out products and just use this on its own. So yes, that is the Makeup Revolution at 24K Gold. Coming in next is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. This is the Armed and Gorgeous. This is part of her Vault collection. And this is what this one looks like. I think this is just a beautiful palette, and I love that random light green in there. So cute. Oh, hair is everywhere. So cute, so simple, so neutral. Yeah, I like this palette, and I feel like this is where it's a good place to be ranked at. Now, formula-wise, I never really had a hard time with these palettes. But then again, I feel like I have other palettes in my collection that have a better formula than Morphe altogether. But yeah, so that's this one. Next is the Juvia's Place, their Nubian palette. And isn't this cute? It's so pretty. Yeah, this is a standard neutral palette. I love it. I mean, it's gorgeous. I love these really pretty like caramelly tan matte shades up here. I love the shimmers in here. I've said this before in other videos. The only thing I would change about this is I would have made like a darker brown. So instead of having this shade right here, honestly, or this one, either one. Actually, we can get rid of this one and keep these three and just put like a dark black, or not dark black, a black. That's all that I would have changed about this palette. So that's why it's ranked a little bit lower, is that I would have just wanted a black, because I don't feel like this is dark the way I like. Even though it looks dark, it's almost like, how do I say this? It's almost like a muted type of like brown color, and I find that I just have to do a lot of work to pack it on to build up to the color that I want, even then it never truly just gives me the look that I want. So yeah, that's why this one is ranked here. Coming in next is a Morphe palette. This is the Jaclyn Hill, her original palette, and I do have the original that she launched. Oh my gosh, it's messing with my lighting. Look how dirty this palette is. Ugh. Anyway, so this is what this one looks like. I mean, I enjoyed this. This is actually a decent formula compared to like most Morphe palettes. I really enjoyed this palette a lot, and I just hate how messy it looks though. But it has everything in here that I could possibly want. It's just really large, and I mean, it has everything that I could like really want in here. I like that it has that black, the dark brown. It has a bunch of like pretty like neutral shades up here, some shimmers. I mean, gorgeous. So of course I love that. Coming in next is going to be, now this one is gonna be a little odd because it's kind of like, I thought you wanted to have a black in there, which I do, but this one's just gonna be ranked higher because I think the formula is better, and I mean, the formula is better, okay? It is better. And this is the Pat McGrath, the Mothership 7, okay? This is so pretty. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. Like, I love this. I mean, it's Auntie Pat, and it's $125. Like, I mean, come on. So definitely love this palette. I feel like it's a gorgeous neutral palette. I feel like out of all Pat McGrath palettes, I feel like this is definitely more so the most user-friendly. I feel like most people will like this. I feel like it's something that you can get use out of all colors, and you can use them on a day-to-day basis. For the most part, definitely. So I recommend, well, not recommend, not like I'm trying to recommend something. But yeah, I definitely love the Mothership 7, and that's where it's going to be ranked at, okay? Okay, so coming in next is going to be the Alter Ego, their Canyon palette. And this is actually supposed to be a dupe for the Natasha Denona. Is it the bronze palette? I don't even know. It's supposed to be a dupe for Natasha Denona palette. And this is what this one looks like. This is a perfect neutral palette. The only thing I would say is that it's extremely shimmer heavy. Granted, it's supposed to be a dupe, so that's how the original Natasha one was. And the only reason why I feel like this is ranked just slightly lower is because I am not a fan of the matte formula in here. And I didn't even notice how Natasha Denona did her mattes because they're trying to dupe it. It's kind of like a cream to powder or whatever. I don't know. Whatever her formula is, I don't like it. And yeah, that's why this one is ranked lower. But if we're going just based off color story, this is like perfect. Like, it's so beautiful. Canyon palette. Okay, we have another Pat McGrath palette. And it is going to be none other than the Mothership 2. This is Subliminal. Was this Subliminal or is it Sublime? No. Wait, what is... Oh, hold on. What are you? It's one of them. It's Subliminal or Sublime. I can't remember. Whatever. Mothership 2. That's what this one is, okay? And yeah, as you guys can see, this is a beautiful neutral palette for sure. There is one thing that I would have loved to add to this palette. Just one thing that would have made this perfect. And it would have been like a perfect like tan shade like this. A matte shade being added to it. But nonetheless, it is gorgeous. I love the fact that I have that black and my dark brown, so I can make anything work, okay? I can make something shake with just this palette alone. Of course, I love Pat McGrath, her special shades. So yeah, this one is beautiful. I'm like tired of talking. How many more palettes do I have? I have like 6 more. I have like 7 more to go. All right, so the next 2 are going to be ranked together because I feel like that's fair. And it is going to be the Juvia's Place, the Warrior palette, the Warrior and the Warrior 2. So this is what this one looks like. I love this palette. I love the shimmers in here. I think the shimmers are beautiful. However, I don't feel like this palette alone is good enough for me. I feel like I need to pair it with the Warrior 2 because the Warrior 2 has all the mattes that I could possibly want. But you know, sometimes you want some shimmers. So you know what? This palette's not good enough for me to just have myself, right? So therefore, they need to be together. So together, this is a perfect neutral palette for me, and I love it. Granted, they can be worn independently, but I feel like they go better together. And yes, that is my little rank. Thank you. Moving on. All right, so next is another Juvia's Place palette. This is the Chocolates palette. And you guys, I've already told you, if you've been watching my videos, you already know how I feel about this palette. I love this. This is my perfect, like just perfect chocolate, neutral, small traveling palette right here. I love this palette. It is stunning. That is why it's ranked so high. It's a beautiful palette and I absolutely love it. I mean, there's not really much to say about this. I mean, it does what it needs to do. It has beautiful pigmentation. It's rich in color. This brown is so gorgeous. I love using this. Like, it is perfect. I love everything about this palette. All right, so next up is the Makeup by Mario. This is his Master Mattes palette. And this is what this one looks like. This is literally just, when I say this is a perfect neutral palette, like I love the chocolates, but this also is kind of like the chocolates on steroids in a sense because you get all the neutral colors you could possibly want with my black. They're all matte. It is small, condensed. Like, this is perfect to travel with. I have definitely traveled with this palette before. This is just beautiful. It's stunning. Like, I love this palette. So of course, I mean, it had to make this ranking. Isn't this cute? It's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, we are finally in the top 3. Finally. I'm so much closer to these ranch wings. And I swear if I get to Walmart and they don't have it today, I might just cry. I may just cry. Okay, so coming to the 3rd spot. Y'all remember earlier that I said, you know, DD's signature is because it's always quality. Well, baby, they done moved up in the ranking. This is the Neutral Wonder eyeshadow palette. When I say I love this palette, I love this palette. This is a beautiful, beautiful neutral eyeshadow palette. It's perfect. It's stunning. I love that it's split half and half. We have 7 mattes. We have, is it 7? Sorry. We have 6 mattes, 6 shimmers. Her shimmer formula, chef's kiss. Beautiful. I love that she plays around with a lot of duochromes. A lot of her shades shift really well. So absolutely love this palette. I do have this tutorial on my channel using this. It is, I'll link it down below and I'll also link it up here if you do want to check this out. For sure. Love this palette. Only thing that I would have loved to see, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Is I would love for this to be a black, but it's okay. This is still deep enough. It's still deep enough, but I feel like we could have gotten rid of this shade, got rid of you, moved you over and put the black. And then this would have been like, this would have been number 1. But somebody else has a number 1 spot, okay? So, and that number 1 spot was well earned. But before we get to that one, let's go ahead and get into the number 2 spot, okay? If you haven't guessed by now, I'm telling you, guess down below which thing my number 1's gonna be, okay? Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the Arts Couture, their Supreme Nudes palette. This is truly a palette that I get a lot of use out of. Whenever I can't think of anything, whenever I just don't feel like grabbing a palette and just getting crazy with colors, I grab this one right here. I have traveled this palette a lot. Like, I love it. I love how small, sleek, it just slips right in. Like, just look how thin this is. It is beautiful. The formula is amazing. The shimmers in here are gorgeous. I love the fact that, you know, you get these really pretty shimmers, and I love this like olivey tone color because it goes really well with other shades. Like I've said before, some of the other palettes, the only reason why this is not like my #1 like neutral eyeshadow palette, even though I love the size and everything, I definitely utilize it as like my #1, I would have just loved to see a black in here. Listen, y'all gonna keep, it's like, I sound like a broken record at this point, but I love black eyeshadow. Listen, I love black, okay? I am black and I am proud, okay? I love everything about being black, okay? Black is a beautiful color. So I would have loved to see a black in here, but overall it's still a very beautiful palette and I love using this. So, and I still can get some really nice like neutral looks with this, but you know, sometimes you just want to take like that black and just really just deepen something up, and I can't do it if I'm only using that palette alone. But anyways, y'all, we're getting to the #1 palette. Now this palette earned her spot, okay? Sorry y'all, my PS4 just decided to disconnect the controller. Anyways, coming in at the #1 spot is going to be the Playing the Makeup by Yolanda, her artistry palette in collaboration with Beauty by Melissa. Y'all, this palette is gorgeous. That is what I have on my eyes today. This is it, okay? Now, ignore this half of the palette. We're actually, let me get something to cover this up. This half of the palette, I love it. If I could only have this half, like if I could have these palettes split into 2, this would be perfect for me. But y'all, this is the best like neutral palette that I freaking own. Oh my gosh, like it is everything. Like the mattes in here are so pigmented, and I love the colors that were chosen. I love all these like creamy tan shades. As far as like my eye look today, I literally, just in case somebody wants to know, I took how did I do this look again? Wait, what did I do? Oh, that's what I did. I took this shade right here first, and then I took the black just slightly over it, and then I went and took this shade right here, Sinews, to blend out my crease shade, so to blend out that dark, these 2 shades. And then for like the lid here, that like light shade, I took this shade and mixed a little bit of this shade together for that like that shade, and then like that like tan brick shade, it is this color right here. That is what I have on my eyes. That's the look that I did, all matte. Like, I'm so sad that this palette got discontinued. Like, I'm so sad that this palette got discontinued. I mean, for those of you guys who never got your hands on this, I am so sorry to you. Like, yo, this is a beautiful palette. This is definitely worth the purchase. It is worth it. I love using this. I get so much use out of this. I love whipping this out and using it like, it's beautiful. It's perfect. But anyways, you guys, that is my neutral palettes, ranking them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoy doing these videos. I don't know what color I want to do next. I think I've kind of run out of colors when it comes to like palettes. I don't know, I'll come up with something. But anyways, that is that with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.